Back in the day, before everyone had all their video games on home consoles, you had to go to the arcade to get the best gaming experience.
Old school.
Arcades always had this like super amazing vibe to them. You're spending money for every play, so I feel like it gave it a little bit more effort every single time because you really felt like you had something to lose. You'd walk into an arcade, see a Space Invader screen. Do you remember what it was that it said before you put your quarters in?
Insert coin to play.
Oh, snap. It's another Snap review from the Family Gamers.
Insert Coin to Play is a unique flip and write game by Zemilio and Marco Soloni for 2 to 8 players ages 8+. A game of this only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to play. You can get it in the United States from Gigamech Games.
So, Andrew, let's talk about the art in Insert Coin to Play.
Like a lot of roll and write or flip and write games, there's really not a ton to the art. What's there, and this is important, is the fact that the art is easy to understand. The symbols are clear, and there's a really handy guide for all the shape powers. We'll explain those in a minute.
Insert Coin to Play really leans into that 8-bit pixel art. It really just works with the style of the game, especially with the way the player grids work.
Speaking of the grids, let's talk about mechanics. How do you actually play this game?
At the beginning of the game, each player gets 4 cards to draft from. Choose one and pass the rest to your left. When you have 4 cards again, the draft is complete, and then you pick 3 that you want to use for the game.
Then each player carefully draws the outlines of their 3 cards in the grids on their player sheet. Each grid is a level in the game. Make sure to start in a place where you can draw the whole outline, including any cutouts inside of them.
That's the most difficult part. Then shuffle all the shape cards back together, including a game over card in each half of the deck, and start playing. Each player begins the game with 3 hearts and 3 coins.
In the beginning of each turn, flip the top card of the deck over. There are 2 symbols on the bottom. Each player must fill in one of these 2 symbols inside one of the shapes that they've outlined. And of course, you have to stay in the lines.
If you can't or don't want to use a shape, you lose 1 life, and you can fill in a single square in any one of your levels. If you lose all 3 hearts, you must insert a coin to keep playing. Inserting a coin gives you 3 more lives.
You can work on any of the levels in any order you want to, but whenever you complete a level, you get a power based on this card. Personally, I really like the power cherry right here. This one allows me to fill 3 squares on any of my shapes when I complete this level.
But if you want to be a little bit nastier, there's the white skull.
Rude.
When you complete this one, all of the other players lose a turn.
And there's a bunch more. You can find them on the player aid in the box.
Plus, if you haven't completed a level when the first game over card is flipped, you lose a coin. If you haven't completed 2 levels when the second game over card is flipped, you lose another coin.
The game ends when a player finishes all of their levels. There are no cards left, a player is out of lives and coins, or a player can't insert a coin when the game over card is flipped. Tally your points and subtract for unfilled squares on all 3 of your levels, and the player with the most points wins. I've got to be honest, I did not know what to expect at all. Little Rocket is not well known in the United States, and this is a game I picked up at Essen. It was actually a different game that you were interested in that brought me to their booth, but this is the one that had such unique gameplay, it's the one I came home with. I didn't expect super deep gameplay in an 8+ 15 to 20 minute game, but we dug the art style from this company, so we're willing to give it a shot.
I really liked the art style. Look at these cute little guys. And I generally like flip and write games, so I was excited for this one.
What surprised you about this game?
Well, I was surprised at how well this pixel art video game style dovetailed with a shape-filling flip and write game. I feel like I should have seen something like this in a game before, but I can't think of one.
I thought the concept blended really well together. Characters from video games have powers, and so when you complete a level, you get whatever the power is for that shape.
The beginning of the game is a little clunky, though. It takes time to draw out all of these outlines. But I do like the ability to draft the shapes that I want to fill out. I get the chance to choose harder ones or easier ones, depending on my tolerance for risk.
And if you pick harder shapes, you might squeak out enough points to win the game, even if you don't finish them, which is kind of nice.
Insert Coin to Play is inexpensive at about $15, and it makes a great stocking stuffer for a simple gamer in your life who will appreciate these 8-bit callbacks.
Kind of gets me in the mood to play some old Atari games or something. What do you think?
I think we should rate Insert Coin to Play first.
Okay. Well, I think we'll give it 4 pixels out of 5.
Works for me.
And that's Insert Coin to Play in a snap. Like a lot. Like a lot of these games. It's gonna be great. Yay, go us!